When a journalist asked the Duchess of Edinburgh if she would step in to cover duties after Meghan Markle and Prince Harry stepped back from royal life, her response stopped everyone in their tracks. What she said next revealed the truth about one of the royal family's most underestimated members, and it's causing people to see the monarchy in a completely different light. Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh, delivered a response that cut straight through the noise when asked whether she and Prince Edward would take on additional responsibilities following the departure of several working royals. Her answer was simple but powerful: what did people think we were doing beforehand? This sharp comeback, first revealed in Katie Nichols' book The New Royals, Queen Elizabeth's Legacy and the Future of the Crown, highlighted a truth that many royal watchers had overlooked. While media attention focused heavily on the drama surrounding other members of the family, Sophie had been quietly working behind the scenes, building one of the most impressive portfolios of charitable work in the entire royal household. The 60-year-old Duchess has become what palace insiders now call the royal family's secret weapon. Unlike some royals who dominate headlines with every appearance, Sophie has taken a dramatically different approach. She supports more than 70 charitable causes and organizations, focusing her efforts on women's rights, farming, British athletics, and advocacy for individuals with disabilities. Her work often takes her to challenging environments where cameras rarely follow, yet the impact of her efforts resonates far beyond the palace walls. Before joining the royal family in June 1999 through her marriage to Prince Edward, the Queen's younger son, Sophie carved out her own successful career as a public relations expert. She worked at McLaurin Communication and Media before launching her own firm with business partner Murray Harkin in 1996. When she became engaged to Prince Edward, Sophie made it abundantly clear that she intended to continue her professional career after marriage. This independent spirit and work ethic would later define her approach to royal duties. However, Sophie's transition into royal life wasn't without its challenges. In 2001, she was caught in an embarrassing situation when she unknowingly gave an interview to a journalist posing as a sheikh, during which she referred to the late Queen as an old dear. This incident forced her to step back from her external professional activities and reassess her role within the royal framework. Reflecting on this period, Sophie explained that she had to take a really big step back and understand that her role was to be the icing on the cake, the person who comes in to thank volunteers and funders, rather than directing organizational strategies. What emerged from that difficult period was a royal who understood her position perfectly. Sophie developed an extraordinarily close relationship with the late Queen Elizabeth, becoming one of her most cherished daughters-in-law. The depth of their bond was evident when Sophie publicly addressed her late Majesty as Mama during a public event, a term of endearment that spoke volumes about their relationship. This connection with the Queen helped Sophie navigate the complex world of royal duties with grace and authenticity. Together with Prince Edward, Sophie welcomed 2 children, Lady Louise Windsor and James, Earl of Wessex, at their home in Windsor. The family has maintained a relatively low profile compared to other royals, yet their commitment to service has never wavered. Under King Charles's reign, Sophie's profile has begun to rise as the public increasingly recognizes her dedication and authenticity. She now ranks as the 7th most popular royal in YouGov surveys, trailing behind figures like Queen Elizabeth and Prince William but commanding genuine respect and affection from the British public. Sophie's recent work demonstrates the serious nature of her commitment. Earlier this month, she completed a 4-day top-secret overseas trip to the Democratic Republic of Congo, visiting Beni in the conflict-affected eastern region. The high-security visit focused on shining a light on the weaponization of rape and supporting survivors of horrific war-related sexual violence. During emotionally charged meetings, Sophie listened to a 16-year-old girl describe being attacked by a police officer and heard another woman recount being sexually assaulted while fleeing rebel-held areas. The Duchess was visibly moved by these encounters, yet she maintained her composure to provide support and bring international attention to these critical issues. This is the reality of Sophie's work, far removed from the glamorous image many associate with royal life. While others capture headlines with fashion choices and public appearances, Sophie continues to tackle some of the world's most challenging humanitarian issues. Her sharp response to that journalist's question years ago wasn't arrogance, it was a statement of fact from someone who had been working tirelessly all along. What do you think about Sophie's approach to royal duties? Should more working royals follow her example of quiet dedication over high-profile appearances? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights into the working lives of the royal family that the mainstream media often overlooks.